What's up, everybody? This is Dave Brown. Yes, I actually graduated from Rutgers. That's my degree in the back, my beautiful helmet in the front. Probably got the dopest, coolest bar that any Rutgers fan can have. But anyway, I just want to say this. I think Rutgers has a chance. Rutgers does have a chance against Purdue. Hopefully, there's no COVID, nothing that will prevent this game from happening. But I really do believe that Rutgers has a chance. Let me tell you why. This team could be easily 4-1, easily. A couple games got out of their hands. Victory was in their hands and slipped away. Number one, the Michigan game. They should have won that game. They were one field goal away, and I didn't like how they played in the third overtime. It was just some goofy plays, but they got to 3 overtimes. The closest victory they ever had since 2014 when they upset them 26 to 24. So they showed improvement. Illinois game, that's another game. Lousy pick by the quarterback, Verdal. Yeah, his name. Anyway, he threw a goofy pick, and that got him another loss. Indiana, they were in the game most of the game, and they let them slip by. It was like they learning how to fight. But this is a product still in process. It's not in the finalized stage. It's still processing. I think this team will learn how to fight in games this year. What they need to learn is how to seal the victory, and that's the problem with Rutgers I see. The consistency on both sides of the ball needs to happen more. I still think that Pacheco is the best running back on the team. I think he needs more carries, but they need to block better for him. I like the creativity on offense a lot better than the stalemate offense that I've been seeing for the last 3 years. However, sometimes I think they get too creative. Nothing wrong with creativity, but sometimes they get too cute. Sometimes you just gotta simply hand off the ball or do a simple read, a quick slant maybe, or out. Just do a simple play. Don't always have to be a screen or has to be a RPO. But just sometimes football is a simple game. You don't always necessarily have to do some extravagant, So I think that's what they need to do better. I think sometimes common sense got to kick in and do common sense plays. When you're down inside the 10, hand off the ball. Or if you're going to do a pass play, do a play action. Something that's as simple as that. Don't get all tricky. So that's the only thing that knock on offense. But overall, I think the offense is decent. But they got to work on the pass blocking, give more time, and also the wide receivers need to have more separation so we can see more splash plays. But I'm glad to see Bo Melton playing very well. Then you have on the defensive side, I think the secondary needs work. The DBs are either getting burnt or they're getting pass interference, and that's not good. The other day on the second overtime, I believe we were second or third. I think it was actually the third. They could have stopped the Michigan again, but instead they had a pass interference call. They gave them a second chance, and they scored a touchdown. Penalties got to stop, and that's what's also killing on defense. The penalties. When you give penalties, you give better offense position for the other team and easy scores, and that's what they need to do better. They got to do better in the secondary. I think the linebacker core is the strength of the defense, actually. And Fogg is playing pretty good, and the linebacker core as it is really solid. I really like how they play, but the DBs need to play better. They're a little undisciplined, but like I said, that comes with time. I think that comes with time. Right now, that's just my assessment from these games. I really believe that they're believing in the system. They're fighting. There's more effort. There's more creativity, and I like that. That's a good sign. And it's only 8 games, so you can't really be too overcritical, but you can still look at it and give a full analysis. This is to me an evaluation year, so you can't just say, oh, they're not doing well or not, or the coach is not doing this or not. There are some questionable coaching calls, but I can't knock it too much because this is a lot better product than I've seen in years. So I'll say by year 2 or 3. Year 3, I think they're going to be very competitive. But I think by year 2, you're going to see more wins being sealed by the Rutgers team. In this game against Purdue, I think they're balanced. This is a 50 toss-up game. I think Rutgers and Purdue are almost the same team, but I believe Rutgers is going to win this game. I got this team winning 27-24, and I think the reason is that Rutgers is starting to believe that they can compete in these Big Ten games. I'm telling you, the belief. The only game that was really a blowout was Ohio State, but the other games, they were in the game at the end in the fourth quarter, every single game, and even including the first victory. They were in it the whole time. So if they believe that they can do it, they can feel like they can play any Big Ten team, which I believe they can. So, like I said, Purdue and Rutgers are almost the same team. But I just think the motivation and improvement of trying to seal the game is going to be there, and I think they'll outlast the Boilermakers.